Welcome back, Nim fam. Do you need an update on Erling Haaland and the many other international break injuries? Should we sell Son? And is it time to load up on Chelsea assets? Okay, let's get into my ultimate guide for Game Week 13. Injuries seem to have been a theme this international break, and one of the biggest players in the game, Erling Haaland, went down with an ankle injury when he came off at half-time for Norway in their 2-0 friendly against the Faroe Islands. The media line was that it wasn't serious, but he was in a lot of pain. So should we be worried is the question. As FPL managers, we have since had an update from Fabrizio saying that Haaland's injury wasn't serious and he will be fit to face Liverpool. Thank the FPL gods. Haaland will not be risked to play versus Scotland, but he'll regularly be back for Man City. That means there is absolutely no panic to sell him ahead of Game Week 13, unless you really want to. Sonny was another player that went down injured with a knock whilst playing with his team South Korea during their victory. But Sonny obviously plays FPL, as he was keen to update any worriers with sending a positive message saying, "I'm fine now, I don't think I like to lie down on the pitch in winter." Kind of begs the question, then why did he lie down on the pitch in winter? But then goes on to say, "At the moment I went down, I couldn't feel anything on the foot, I'm fine, no injury." Now he did get up after taking that roll around on the floor, and he did carry on. He's clearly carrying something small, and so should we be considering selling him now? Lots of Premier League players play with an injury. Look at Saka, he's down on the floor most weeks. So given the Maddison injury and the other injuries at Spurs, I think some will play if he's able to, because quite simply, they really need him to. So you should definitely be playing 90 minutes unless there's more going on with that knock than we know about. So he's not a sell on the minutes front anyway. But is he maybe a sell on the fixtures, and with Maddison out for a lengthy period of time now with his injury? Playing centre forward for Spurs, I don't feel like the fixtures should be a reason to sell Son. We've seen him score against some of the bigger clubs like City before, so that shouldn't be a worry. But with Maddison, the main playmaker, out, it's going to be tough to find some creativity in this Spurs team. But we've only seen how he's done against Wolves. One game is just not enough to go on for us to make a decision on Son at the moment. I certainly wouldn't buy him, but if you own him like me, I'm willing to give him more time, I think anyway. But I don't hate moving him on for a few game weeks if you feel you can utilise your funds elsewhere. Other players to note to mention with international break and are in need of some update or other are Trippier, who has withdrawn from the England squad because of personal reasons and won't face North Macedonia, and neither will Bowen, who picked up an unknown injury and will not be with the England squad for the rest of the international break. Evan Ferguson came off injured playing for Ireland with what looks like a hamstring injury, and Matoma is also reported injured and could miss Saturday's trip to Nottingham Forest. But let's wait for some confirmation on that. We definitely need a bit more information before the weekend, because at the moment it's looking bleak for some of us FPL managers who has maybe 1, 2, 3 or even 4 of these players in their teams. So Nimfam, at this point I was hoping you'd help me out and subscribe. If you're enjoying the video so far, please leave a like and share. We are so close to 7k. It would be amazing to get there with you little stud muffins before the end of the year. Oh, and that sneaky little notification bell, give that a tickle. It'll show you when I'm uploading my next FPL content. Alright, so let's move on to Chelsea. And is it time to start considering them again if you haven't been already? I know that the early birds, all 8% of you, have Palmer in your team and you are already on it. His 4 goals, all of them from penalties, and his 3 assists make him a great budget midfielder. Palmer looks like a buy despite this week's tough fixture. You wouldn't put it past Sterling to win a clumsy penalty against a depleted Newcastle defence, and we know now that Palmer is nailed to take those. As for Sterling, I don't hate the idea of considering him this early if you want to take an early differential pick. Otherwise, game week 16 onwards, it could be worth the double up or even the triple up on Chelsea. But do not sleep on Chelsea assets. They are the third best attack in the league, only behind Liverpool and City for XG at the moment. If you're looking for help with your FPL team, please check out the sponsors of this video, fantasyfootballfix.com, where you can follow the world's best FPL managers' team reveals live. Link is in the descriptions below. Stay tuned for early captaincy thoughts. That is coming up shortly. But first, if you're looking for a punt this week, or you already have West Ham players, then this is the week to play them. They are against Burnley away, but despite it being an away fixture, it is still target Burnley time over here on this channel for all of the obvious reasons. I don't think anyone owns him or was considering owning him, but Antonio went off with a hamstring injury when he was playing for Jamaica. That should mean that Bowen will be playing as striker, but now we have to wait on that injury update on him to see whether that's going to be the case. So do also consider Kudos, because he should run riot against that Burnley defence. 2 goals and 1 assist, one of those goals and one of those assists coming away to Brentford, so he should do well away to Burnley. I wouldn't invest in defence this week in particular, only because their next few fixtures are mixed, but I know a lot of you own Areola and I'd definitely be playing him if I did too. Early captaincy thoughts for game week 13. The top 3 candidates for me are Haaland, Salah and Bowen. Haaland looks like he'll shake off that injury before Liverpool, as mentioned earlier, and he is at home. Also, Liverpool haven't kept a clean sheet in 3 games now, so he's the top pick at the moment for me, especially with that now Bowen injury that we need an update on. But we'll see how the week plays out and take another look in my locked in stream on Friday. So make sure you join me for that. Thanks for watching, Nim fam. Please do me a favour with popping me a like and subscribing. Join the Nim fam. We're on the road to 10k. You're really helping me out. Until next time, Nimfria out.